Welcome to Weekly Spanish Review. This is for Mr. Jones's Spanish 2 classes from March 1st to March 5th. This week we did a recap of Chapter 9. We looked at some of the vocabulary, which meant things like going to the market, clothes, food, different phrases you can use in the market. We also took a look at the difference between saber and conocer, words like este, ese, aquel, comparisons, and big numbers. So this was some work that we did this week. I had you write 4 things that they sell in each place: la frutería, el mercado indígena, el supermercado, la tienda de ropa, y la verdulería. Next, we put in the right order. So for this one, we see our verb conocer, and it's changed to conocen. So remember, if we have that en, we're talking about they know. So our sentence has to start off with Sara y Pedro conocen a mi hermano. In the second part, we're using saber, which means to know. And saber, to know, is talking about things, not people, like in the first one. When we know people, we use conocer. So in this one, tú sabes mucho sobre las matemáticas. In this one, we're practicing some of those demonstratives, like these, that, those. Esta would mean this, close. And then if we got a plural, it's talking about these. So these shirts are expensive. Estas camisas son muy caras. Now, aquel means that, but far away. In this example, though, we're talking about a blusa, which ends in an A, feminine. So we need to change aquel to aquella. So we got that blouse over there is very pretty. Aquella blusa es muy bonita. Part 3, we're correcting the mistakes. Number 1, yo conozco nadar muy bien. Going back to our unit when we learned about winter and summer activities, we know nadar is to swim. Conocer is talking about knowing people. So we wouldn't use it with this one. If we know how to do things well, we use saber. So we got to change it. Yo sé nadar muy bien. Number 2, Carlos estudia mucho y recibe notas buenas. Carlos es el peor estudiante de la clase. Peor means worse. So if he's doing these things like estudia mucho y recibe buenas notas, he wouldn't be the worst. We got to change it to the best. So we know our word for best is mejor. Carlos es el mejor estudiante de la clase. And then in 3, cuando hay un saldo, los precios son más caros. We've learned in this unit that saldo means sale. So when there's a sale, the prices aren't more expensive, they're cheaper. So we change caros to baratos. All right, and finally, I asked you to give me some examples for each one. So remember our comparison, we're using más blank que. So an example, you could say, yo soy más inteligente que mi hermano. Ella es más alta que yo. Las naranjas son más caras que las manzanas. And then for these, you could even look up here and do some examples with ese, este, or aquel. Like, aquella blusa es muy bonita. Or, esta camisa es muy grande. Write a sentence with the form of conocer. Remember, conocer is talking about people. So you could say, yo conozco a María. Tú conoces a mi hermano. And then saber, we're going to use with knowing how to do something, knowing a fact. So again, yo sé jugar béisbol. Ellos saben mucho de la historia. Good job on Chapter 9. We'll be moving forward with Chapter 10, which is a travel unit. You're going to learn some useful phrases to use at the airport and words and phrases when you're taking a trip. So make sure to look for that on Google Classroom, your new vocabulary, and be studying that for around 5 minutes a night.